Hello children, welcome to the science class. Children, now we'll discuss about chapter 4, that is our nervous system. Children, you know what is nervous system? The system that controls all the other organ system of our body is known as nervous system. And it is made up of three major parts, that is brain, spinal cord and nerves. So children, brain is a very important part in our body and it is very powerful, more complex and clever than any other machine ever built. It controls just about everything we do. When we are awake, but when we are asleep, it controls every time. Means 24 hours it controls our body. It controls not only what we think and feel, how we learn and remember, and the way we move and talk, but also many other things such as our heartbeat and even our blink of eye and breathe. Okay. Then let's see parts of the brain. Our brain is present in the upper part of the head. It is soft, spongy organ mostly made of water. So children, you remember our brain is mostly made up of what? Water. It is protected by our bony skull. It is made up of billions of nerve cells, all connected to one another. It has many folds and grooves. Children, you remember the longest living cells of our body are the brain cells. Here children, you can see this image. Our brain consists of three main parts, that is cerebrum, cerebellum and medulla. Medulla also known as brain stem. So let's see, first we discuss about cerebrum. Here you see children, so many folds and grooves are there here. Okay. Then here you see the largest portion of our brain is called the cerebrum. It makes up 85% of the brain's weight. The cerebrum is the thinking part of the brain. When we are thinking hard, we are using the cerebrum. Okay. The cerebrum helps us to learn things. It is the seat of our memory. It stores all the information we get and helps us to remember and recall it when we need it. So very important part is cerebrum. Then cerebellum. Next to the cerebrum is the cerebellum. It is at the back of the cerebrum. Here you see, just back of the cerebrum. It is much smaller than our cerebrum, but it is a very important part of the brain. It controls balance and movement of the body and also coordinates the working of the muscles. This means we can stand upright, keep our balance and move around because of our cerebellum. Children, you remember cerebellum is also known as little brain. Okay. Then medulla or brain stem. Our medulla is at the base of the brain. It connects the brain to the spinal cord. It controls the flow of information between the brain and the rest of the body. It also controls many involuntary actions like breathing, heartbeat, the circulation of blood, and the digestion of food. So, three parts of the brain are cerebellum and medulla. Cerebellum controls all the thinking parts, learning parts, okay, and memory. But cerebellum controls the balance and movement of the body, and medulla controls what? Controls the information between the brain and the body. So different parts have different job. Then spinal cord. Nervous system have three parts already I told you. Brain, spinal cord and nerves. So second one is spinal cord. Let's see. Our spinal cord is a thick bundle of nerves connected to the brain stem. 31 pairs of nerves branch off the spinal cord and form a network all over our body. The spinal cord is protected by the vertebrae of our spine. The messages between the brain and the rest of the body pass along the spinal cord. It is involved in lightning fast responses called reflex action, which protect you from harm. For instance, if you accidentally touch a hot plate, you withdraw your hand almost immediately. Why? Because this is an instant and automatic reaction. In such cases, the messages do not reach the brain. The spinal cord senses the danger and take actions. Okay? Then comes to nerves. Children, nerves are long, thin and connect your brain with the rest of the body. Okay? Through nerves only, information can move from brain to foot. Okay? They relay signals from your senses to the brain and pass instruction from the brain to the rest of the body. Children, you know, blinking, sneezing and are reflex action. So reflex action means which we cannot control. Automatically it happens. Then three types of nerves there: sensory nerve, motor nerve and mixed nerve. So what is the function of sensory nerve? These nerves carry messages from the different organs to your brain. So in sensory nerves, the information means message carry from different organs, means senses means sensory organs to brain. You remember, senses to brain is sensory nerves. Then motor nerves, the nerves that carry messages from brain back to different organs to the body. So senses to brain is sensory nerves. Then brain to senses or different body parts is motor nerves. Then mixed nerves, these nerves carry both messages, means from different organs to the brain and also from the brain back to the organs. Then senses. Our senses helps us to learn to protect ourselves and also enjoy the beauty of the world around us. There are 5 sense organs and senses are also 5. Sight, hearing, touch, taste and smell. Without these senses, the brain would have no way to knowing what is going on around us. Let us see. First one is sight. We see so many beautiful things around us. Our organs of sight, the eyes. So organs of sight is eyes. Helps us to see them. Most of the information to our brain comes from our eyes. Let us see how this happens. Our eye has a dome-shaped covering called the cornea. Behind the cornea, a colored part called the iris. So children, you remember the colored part of the eye is iris. Iris is the part that gives the eyes and their color. Then with an opening in the center known as pupil. Here your picture is given. You see which one is pupil, which one is iris. The light enters the eye through the pupil only. This travels through the lens. The lens focuses the light into a special tissue called the retina. The retina has special cells that convert the different things we see into nerve signals. So it convert. Who convert? The retina. The retina convert the signals. Okay. These are sent to the brain through the optic nerve. The brain processes the data so that we can understand what we see. Then hearing. How do you hear? What your parents, teachers and your friends say to you. How do you hear beautiful music? Children, you see, this is the ear picture. Our organs of hearing is ears. Helps us to hear. The outer part of the ear is called the outer ear. Sound enters through the outer ear, which has the eardrum. So our outer ear has eardrum. Sound enters our ear through eardrum. When sound falls on the eardrum, it vibrates, and this vibration passes into the cochlea present in the inner ear. The nerves here send signals to the brain. The brain analyzes the sound and tells the ears what is it. Then taste. Tongue helps us realize the food we eat. It helps us to know if the food is salty, sweet, sour or bitter. How does it do this? These are thousands of tiny bumps called taste buds on our tongue. The different flavors in food are sensed in different parts of the tongue. The taste buds have nerves which transmit messages to our brain. The brain detects the taste and sends back messages to the tongue. Here you see which part is bitter part, which part is sour part. Means that part only we feel it is sour. Means this fruit is bitter or this fruit is sour, salty or sweet. So different places have different taste buds. Then smell. Our nose helps us to detect different kinds of smell as we breathe in. The molecules of the scent in the air enters the nose through the nostrils. Inside the nose are the olfactory nerves which send signals to our brain, which in turn interpret them and help you recognize the smell of things. Then touch. Our skin is our organ of touch. It covers our entire body. It is sensitive to pain, pressure, heat and cold. The skin has many nerve endings that send messages to the brain. Some parts of our skin, such as our fingerprints, are more sensitive to touch than some other parts. So like this we have 5 sense organs and senses which helps us to know what? Know the information, what is happening, what is going on around us. Then taking care of our brain and senses. Our brain and senses are truly amazing. It is difficult to imagine life without them. How can we keep them healthy? Let's see step by step. First one is take a healthy diet which has plenty of calcium and potassium. Take regular physical exercise in open air. Keep the brain and your senses active by using them as much as you can. Solve puzzles, read books, listen to good music or practice any art. Take enough rest and sleep. So, these steps you should follow to keep your brain and senses or sense organs healthy. So, this is about our nervous system. I hope you understand this chapter. So many important terms are given in this chapter. So again you more than 2 times you read properly this chapter and you should learn the important terms, means the parts of the nervous system, the parts of the brain, then spinal cord, the parts of the nerves, parts of the senses. Like this you have to learn. Okay? Thank you.